Aquifers of Texas by Erica de los Santos, Geology 1403, Dr. Nandigam. What are aquifers? An aquifer is an underground layer of water bearing permeable rock fractures, or unconsolidated material such as gravel, sand, or slate, from which groundwater can be extracted using a water well. Texas has a wealth of fresh, saline groundwater and 9 major and 21 minor aquifers, which lie beneath more than 81% of the state. Groundwater provides about 60% of the 16.1 million feet of water used yearly. Understanding aquifers may be difficult if you do not understand the movement of water above and below the Earth's surface. Rainfall can either be sorted as ice, melted water, and rain can go into lakes or soils, and some water is absorbed by plant roots or in the water table. After that, the water will evaporate to the atmosphere and return to the ocean in streams and rivers, and that is the water cycle. Two key words about aquifers will be permeability and the porosity. The permeability of a rock is how easily it allows liquids to go through, such as water or oil. The porosity of a rock means the volume of void space in a rock. By meaning space, it means space filled with water. The formation of an aquifer. Water infiltrates into the soil through pores, cracks, and other spaces until it reaches the zone of saturation, where all of the spaces are filled with water. The zone of saturation occurs because water infiltrating the soil reaches an impermeable layer of rocks so that it's not able to penetrate any further into the earth. Water held in an aquifer is known as groundwater. The top of the zone of saturation is known as the water table. The water table typically follows the form of the above ground tomography. The depth of the water table is typically greater in regions with low rainfall than in regions with high rainfall. The water table can rise in wet years and fall in dry years. Rock layer and composition. Rainwater that falls on the land can either evaporate or be taken up by plants or run off into the stream or seep underground through soil or rocks. Water has the potential to move through 4 different types of rocks: unconsolidated rocks, porous sedimentary rocks, porous volcanic rocks, and fractured rocks. Carbonate rocks such as limestones are brittle, so they tend to fracture, and these fractures allow some water movement. More importantly, because water will dissolve carbonate rocks once water is able to enter the fracture, the opening in the rock becomes larger, allowing more water movement. In conclusion, people in society should be well informed of the process of groundwater. Nature has a unique method of providing humans' needs to survive. It is fascinating that many of us did not know the amount of water that lies beneath Texas. Groundwater is a tremendously important resource that would not be able to get around if aquifers did not exist. Aquifers begin with direction of rainwater, the rock permeability, composition, and finally the formation. Thank you very much.